Coming to you from the Deep South, this is the Blue Collar Leadership Podcast. High-impact leadership is not reserved for leaders, and it has nothing to do with your position, title, or rank. However, it does have everything to do with your character. It's time to climb to the next level and beyond, personally and professionally. Now, let's start making it happen with your host, Mac Story.
Hey everyone, so in the last 4 episodes, I shared a lot of things to help you think about getting ahead in your career, whatever that means to you, whatever level you're at, doesn't matter. There's always an up. So we can always climb to the next level and beyond, and that's what I want to help you do. And so the one thing that I want to say, this may or may not be a very short episode, but I'm thinking it's going to be pretty short. But it's something I want you to know. And it's not just for you personally, it's for everybody out there. And what I want you to know is I want you to wake up. The world is not holding you back. You are. I call that leadership truth. So a lot of times when I talk about leadership truth, people take offense or they feel offended or they want to blame me or blame the world or blame somebody else. What I'm saying right now to you, it applies to me too. The world is not holding Mac's Story back. The world is not holding you back. I'm holding myself back. You're holding yourself back. As soon as we figure that out, we can do something about it. Also, as soon as we figure that out, we realize we must do something about it. So that's what I want you to think about during this. This is more of a motivational episode. And you remember way back on some of the other episodes, I talked about motivation comes from the outside. Inspiration comes from the inside. So I want to motivate you now to take a look at wherever you are, compare it to where you want to be, and realize you're not there because of something you're not doing. Something you ought to be doing that you're not doing, or something you've not done yet that you have to do. Sometimes time has to pass, but while that time's passing, you've got to be intentionally doing something to move yourself forward. And I talked about this on these past few episodes. The opportunities we want are already out there. The things that I want to do myself, they're already out there. I'm doing a lot of things today that I wanted to do yesterday, so to speak. Yesterday could have been 5 years ago. I'm just saying in the past, I wanted to do things that I'm now doing. But today, I still want to do things that I haven't done yet. The further I go ahead, the farther I can see. So every time I accomplish one thing, I see more things I want to do. And what I have to know is it's up to me. It's why I read every day. It's why I write books every day. It's why I want to help you do the same thing. Not necessarily read books and write books, but figure out the world's not holding you back. What do you have to do? What do you need to be doing? If you were going to if I knew everything about you and you told me where you wanted to be, what advice would I give to you to get there? It sounds a little funny, right? But slow down. Most people will not slow down. I don't care where you are in the blue collar world or if you're even in the blue collar world. Most of us don't think intentionally about where we want to be and what steps we have to take to get there. Today is so easy. Figure out what you want to do, where you want to be, and get on Google and search it up, and you can find out all kinds of things you can do. And there's tons of free stuff that you can do. But the thing that you ain't going to find on Google is how to slow down, stop, go somewhere, get in a room by yourself, close the door, and say, who am I? Where am I? Who do I want to be? Where do I want to be? And now, how do I get there? And I'll give you 3 tips right quick, and I'm probably going to do another episode on this down the road, talk about it a little deeper. But real quick, 3 short steps you can do, 3 tips. You got to have discipline to do them, though. Once you figure out where you want to be that you're not, you want to get somewhere. Now figure out, what do I need to stop doing? And see, most people, first thing they tell me when we talk about moving forward, oh, I'm too busy, I'm too busy, I'm too busy, I'm too busy. I don't have time, I'm too busy. Okay, I got an answer for you. We're all doing stuff that we don't need to be doing. I don't know what that is for you, but I've been working on what it is for me for a long time. It's one reason I don't drink alcohol today. In May of 2012, I figured out that was something I need to stop doing. I'm not telling you to stop doing it. That's up to you. You got to figure out how to get where you want to go. But I had to figure out where I wanted to go and what I needed to do. And in May of 2012, stop drinking alcohol was one of those things. It didn't cost me a penny. There's things you need to stop doing that are not going to cost you a single penny. Actually, I stopped drinking alcohol. I saved a lot of pennies. I got back a lot of time. I wasted a lot of time when I was drinking the alcohol. You with me? That's just an example from my life. I've actually done the things I'm asking you to do. All of these things. I don't always tell my story because I don't want to toot my own horn all the time. But I do want you to know I don't just talk about this stuff. I've lived it. I stopped drinking alcohol. A few months later, I quit using profanity. And I was in the infantry and the Marines. And if you know any infantry guys, whether they're Marines, Army, or whatever, they're usually really good at alcohol and profanity. So figure out what you need to stop doing. That's what you do when you close that door and you get in that room. These three things. That's one of the things. First, you got to figure out where you want to be, though. And then you say, okay, what do I need to stop doing that'll help me move in the right direction? Because that's going to free up your resources, your time, and your money. Again, it may not be alcohol. It may not have anything to do with that. That was just my example. And that was just one of many things I've stopped doing. Then the next thing right quick. What are you doing that's working well that's going to move you in the direction you want to go? In other words, you're already doing it. You need to keep doing it. So first thing is what I need to stop doing. Second thing is what do I need to keep doing? And then you got to figure out this list of things. What do I need to start doing? So when you stop doing some things, you're going to free up time and money so you can start doing some things. That's how you get there. If you remember the episode back when I was talking about the 7 habits and putting first things first, this is what I'm talking about. Anything you need to stop doing, until you stop doing it, that's a last thing you're putting first. You're putting last things first instead of first things first. And so all this requires, right now when you make that list, I'm here to tell you, this is more leadership truth. You ain't done nothing yet except made a list. There ain't nothing changed in your life, and it ain't going to change. You got to take action. That's where the rubber hits the road, so to speak. You got to take action. What do you need to stop doing? Figure out what you need to keep doing. Now, what do you need to start doing? So you got to take action and stop doing those things. And then you got to take action and start doing the new things. And then you got to take action in the future and keep revisiting these 3 things as you progress forward. So remember what I started this episode off with. It still applies. It's leadership truth. Wake up. The world is not holding you back. You are. That's good and that's bad. What's good about it, or let's say what's bad about it, means you got to get busy. What's good about it means it's up to you where you want to go. Hope you have a great day. Talk to you next time.
Make it happen or someone else will. It might as well be you. Are you serious about taking your career and your life to the next level and beyond? Check out Mac Story's Blue Collar Leadership series books and others, now available on audio, along with paperback and ebooks at Amazon, iTunes, and Audible. Please visit bluecollarleadership.com to learn about Mac's books, programs, special offers, certifications, and more. Thank you for listening to the Blue Collar Leadership Podcast.